Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Mario and Luigi Partners in Time playthrough. Last time we made it out of the Yube's belly. We defeated a boss, we saved the Yoshis in Yoshi's Island, we even got our Cobalt Star Shards back. Things are honestly moving and progressing pretty well, but we did get a very odd drawing from Toadbert before we left, and we're going to try to figure out what exactly that drawing means. So let's go back to the main throne room and talk to Professor Egad to see what he thinks about all of this. So this episode will probably not be a lot of story progression. We're actually going to be doing kind of a bit of some exploring here on the castle area, and another area will also be opened up as well that we'll be taking a look at. So we're not going to be making any main progression in this part, but still, there are definitely a couple of things that are worth showing in this section now that we have a couple of the different things we have now. So first, let's go ahead and talk to Egad and see what he thinks about all of this. Hey now, back at last. So you've got your hands on some Cobalt Star Shards, 2 of them. We also have a picture that a toad named Toadbert drew prior to his memory being ratified. It looks to be a sketch of the shrewd princess attacking Princess Peach. Yes, Princess Peach is holding off the alien Scourge with the Cobalt Star, but as we know, Princess Peach lost the battle and the star shattered into fragments. How did this all happen? Was the Cobalt Star alone not enough to win the day? Or did something unexpected and just plain awful happen? Anywho, it hardly matters. You just find those time holes and collect Cobalt Star Shards. Oh, and that reminds me, a new time hole has appeared on the 3rd floor of the castle. My readings indicate that this particular time hole is a direct link to Peach's castle of old. Unfortunately, that castle is under guard by the Shroobs. You boys can't get inside. So it looks like you'll have to just concentrate on gathering Cobalt Star Shards for now. Okay, well that sounds good to me. It looks like, well first of all, let's stop at the shop, because the shop does have some new items from the look of things. And I like new items. So we'll take a look at those first. Let's look at equipment first, or the gear first. So as far as clothing is concerned, we have shell slacks and egg pants. They are technically stronger, or better than what we have now. And the only difference is, obviously, since we found the puffy trousers and the heart pants, obviously we'll lose that HP bonus that we got from those. But still, I still think these are worth it regardless, just because of the larger defensive increase. Because when you really break it down, like, the HP is almost like a secondary defense value. So, like, we're subtracting 10 from there, but we're also adding, like, 20 to our main defense stats. So, I think, just on the whole, this is a lot better. Now, if, like, the HP increase was, like, you know, like, double of our normal HP, that would be kind of a little more debatable about keeping on. But since that is not the case, obviously, we're going to go ahead and just switch over to the new equips now. To me, that just makes a little more sense. We're also almost out of coins, so let's go ahead and sell some of the stuff we're not using anymore, particularly the main equips anyway. So we're able to get at least some of our stuff back. We can also sell some of our badges too. Like, I'm trying to think of which ones we might not want to get rid of. Because honestly, these are pretty decent, so maybe we will keep these. Let's look at the badges. We get a couple of new badges here. We have the big defensive badge. Get it great when using an attack item and temporarily boost defense, which is not bad, because obviously that'll increase defenses, and I believe I actually did use this in my practice playthrough, and it actually did kind of help out. Big Pow, I think, is probably a little better, though, which is kind of the same thing, but your attack will increase instead, so definitely something you could consider putting on. And we also have the Cure badge, recover a few HP each turn. So kind of like the Happy Heart badge in like Paper Mario games, kind of like that. Although I imagine, again, the HP you regain probably isn't like super significant. So honestly, you might want to focus on one of these. And I'm honestly kind of thinking about it because I'm trying to think. The Pep badge is the status effects, I believe. So I think one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give Big Pow to Mario. Because again, it is a pretty good badge, I'd say. But I'll keep that other Pep badge just because it is a good badge as well. And while I still have some coins, we'll go ahead and take a look at this other shop as well. So in here, I mean, not much is really different here with the items. You do get the peppers available now, which, as you can see, the red peppers boost your attack power briefly, green peppers boost defense, and the blue peppers boost speed. And then as far as bro items, we do have two new bros items here. We have the Pocket Chomp and the Trampoline. I think I'm not going to worry about buying them, because I think we'll just get some as we go through this next area. Or I don't know, maybe I should buy them just to have some of them to at least experience with as we're going through here. So 5, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Buy 5 of those. I can only buy 4 of those, so I guess we'll get 3 of the trampolines. And yeah, anything else I can buy? I guess we'll also buy a... I guess I already bought it. Yeah, I bought that one. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All the new items we can get from the shop. So now we'll go back and pay a visit to the Toadsworths and see what they have to teach us this time. Because yeah, they taught us the very helpful tornado attack last time we talked to them. Maybe they can teach us something else now. Buck up, Elder Me. We must be more original if we wish to please the princess. Righto, off we go. My spine! Oh, the pain! How about it, princess? We're having a ball now, no? I dare say this is the oddest thing I've done in my life. Ouch! I'm surprised it went all the way through there. What's that you say, old bean? You wish to learn our move? Well, I'd be chuffed to teach you, of course, but Elder Me may have reached his limits. No cause for alarm. I'm right as rain. Absolute rubbish, old bean. You look like you've a bristle in your britches. Rally! For the sake of the princess, I will gladly sacrifice this old body. Come, masters! I've dubbed this the Bros Ball. Why, you ask? Because you are bros, and you form a ball. It's rather rigorous. It requires flexibility, endurance, courage, and a bit of an open mind. Master Mario initiates this particular move, so if you will... Let's get down to brass tacks, and please, sirs, do keep the jokes to yourselves, First, press R to change Master Mario's icon to the Bros Ball icon. Then press A and you'll curl up into a giant ball. Capital, and not at all odd. Now then, use the control pad to roll the ball in the direction you wish to travel. It's quite academic. Rolling about like a ball is faster than walking, I should say so. And hills, well, you'll zip right up them. It's simply brilliant. Have at it, sirs. So yeah, that's basically the Bros Ball, the new move we get here. In a way, I guess you could say it's kind of similar to the Firebrand charge attack from Superstar Saga, but obviously it's a much different application of it. Ah, and one other thing, when you're in ball form, you can roll under low ceilings. And if you find your height keeping you from proceeding, try rolling into a ball form, And In a way, it's almost like a combination of the Firebrand move and also the Mini Mario move with the hammer in Superstar Saga. Kind of a combination of those two. Absolutely top-notch. I trust you'll use this technique to your advantage. I bet this technique would make getting up those long stairs to the viewing platform a snap. I do recall a new time hole appearing on that viewing platform, you know. My advice is that you investigate immediately. Oh, and another thing, this Bros Ball technique? I have a feeling you might be able to do more than roll about. Perhaps you could spin things. I concur, and I believe there may have been something on the first floor to test your theory. Yes, that's it. I'm certain you could test your spinning abilities there. So yeah, they're giving us basically something we can now do in that area. Do challenge yourselves to innovate, sirs. Use this and other skills creatively. So yeah, now we can roll into a ball. I could also throw and use the ball to move around, but I'll just walk there normally. It's not too far away. So this is what they were talking about on the first floor. This is not necessarily required. You can actually kind of skip this for now. But we're going to go ahead and show this off. So if we spin in this wheel, we'll open up a mysterious warp pipe. So now we can get to the basement of the castle. And this is really just for kind of like... again, it's hard to call this a side quest because it's really like the only... Like this is... I don't know, it's hard to call it a side quest, because it's not really a side quest, but it's like the only side quest-like thing in this game, I feel like. And that's like the only purpose for this section. But we'll go ahead and save our game anyway and explore this area. Just to kind of show you guys what's up with this underground sewer system. What the heck is that? Who the heck is that? We'll find out shortly. So in this area, there are Goombas. The Goombas themselves are not very dangerous. They're not exactly the same Goombas we fought earlier. They have a little more HP. But the interesting thing is, you actually get less experience and like less rewards from beating these guys. So as you can see, after we beat these guys, we only get 2 experience. And I think for like the other Goombas we fought earlier in the game, you at least got 3 experience. So these guys, not very powerful. They're almost like not even worth fighting just because, again, it's 1 experience point. So I might actually be kind of skipping them if I'm being honest. But in this room, we do have another one of these little coin games. So we'll go ahead and do this while we're here. Get some extra coins, especially since we spent all of our coins earlier on like items in the shop. Oh no, not 41. Not that number. I feel like that's the best I've ever done that game, though, if I'm being honest. My timing just kind of fades after a while. And again, remember, the max that you can get in those little games is 50, so there's not really a reason or a purpose for going beyond that. So the mysterious guy went this way, but I'm not going to go there just yet, because there are some things to explore. They can actually go through these pipes, and we can find some hidden goodies down here. Okay, well, let's get the Mario Bros. Over there pronto. So yeah, I'd say this area is definitely worth kind of exploring, like, very quickly when you have available, just to grab some of the things that are in here, at the very least. Let's grab that. I believe, once again, another one. I mean, each of these are 100 coins, too, which is honestly a pretty good amount. So Let's go through here, join up with the bros, and start exploring this place a little more. Oh boy, they went inside. Don't know if I like that. Let's go ahead and open up some more of these. I'm honestly surprised that I'm not really seeing like any like bean spots here. But as you can see, there are also a couple of other rooms you can look at too. This room over here does have a time hole, and we'll go ahead and just show this off, but there's not much we can really do here. This is actually a time hole that'll take you to another part of the game, like a future area. But there's not really anything you can do here unless there's like some kind of sequence breaky stuff you can do. I've never thought of or even looked at a speedrun for this game, so I don't know. Maybe there is something you could do with this. But for the most part, though, yeah, again, this is a future area of the game, and we can't do anything here, so... Guess a little demonstration of what's to come, but yeah, as far as actually making progress, this is not where the game wants us to go, so we're just going to go back to the present day and continue exploring the sewers. It is definitely interesting to check that out, though. And it even like appears on the map to, again, remind you of like what exactly is there. And dang, got into another fight with Goomba. I feel like the Goombas do a little bit more damage to you, though. So these Goombas are stronger, they're just, again, not very rewarding to take out. Kind of Goombas in a nutshell, though, I guess. So we have one more room we're going to very quickly take a look at. I'm not sure if there's anything major here, just maybe some, like, small items. Wow, there's not even that. This room is literally, like, empty. Like, beyond empty. Okay, well, that's fine. We can actually start looking at what we initially came in here for. We're going to follow that mysterious man that went inside this pipe here. That's exactly what we're going to do. Before we do, though, let's go ahead and grab some other small goodies along the way. Get that 100 coin. Over in this part. Grab this 100 coin. Let's go down here. Oh. Let's see if maybe like we'll get the coin if we just... Oh, yeah, wow, okay. That's actually kind of smart. So I think we can't... Yeah, we can't go down that way, so let's not bother. I imagine we won't be able to go down this way either, so we won't bother with that. Go up this way. Okay, this will lead back to where this was. Let's follow the pipe up here now. Okay, nothing over here, nothing over here. What do we got in here? I have boredom. Guests? Now I have... Fury! Oh god, it's Fawful. I say to you, welcome, welcome to Fawful's Bean and Badge. In this place, beans are like the precious treasure milked from a famous cow made of jewels. All who come with beans leave with badges, so rare they make mustaches droop with the disbelief. What? The story of Fawful? Your words are not beans? I am not wanting them. You are like brainless cats that are too dumb to know they are stupid. You have curiosity. But my tail is long, so long it makes babies old and hairy, lips grow gray with aging. Do you dare hear? Okay. Then now you listen. I am here, merchant of badges, only sometimes with fury, but I once had fury at all times. I drizzled rage dressing on the country next door, rage dressing on a salad of evil. And then the bad men came. Red and green bad men. I had the punishments. Bad punishment with hammers and jumping on my head and the overheat of my ship. I have a little fury even with my remembering. Red and green, a pair of jumping hammers in red and green who are looking like you. I have fury! Those brothers of badness, my brain aches at their overalls. I have fury and headache now. Fawful would be here, reigning over all and laughing at you, but no. So much fury! Stupid mustaches, hairs like the dirty tail of a horse in a barn built by a farmer who is crazy. I have calm. I am waiting like an elevator. I have the commerce. I run Fawful's bean and badge, but the day comes soon when Fawful rises again, and then no baby's candy has safety. I am counting chickens before they are even eggs, before the chickens are even chickens. I will have fury! I laugh at defeat. I fight with rage. I hurt your faces. Did I have insanity? Did I have evil? I suppress the fury, but sometimes the fury has me. Red and green puts the fog of rage in my eyes, and my mind goes crazy. Please, I will be fine. No worrying for Fawful. We talk of beans. Beans and badges. We begin trading. What are you wanting? So let's learn about the beans. The beans hide in the dirts of this country like dirtfish who like to eat dirt for dinner. Bean symbols like this are marking all bean spots. You are digging in dirt, right? You are digging under symbols, and you are finding much bean. Bean symbols have sneakiness. When the beans are gone, the symbols flee like babies. You are wanting much beans? Then you are hunting symbols and digging and popping. There are even places to win beans in games. Maybe. If you get many beans, you get many badges at this place. Fawful's Bean and Badge. What are you wanting? So let's go ahead and look at what he has here. He actually has a lot of really, really good badges. Namely, this one up here, the Alti Free Badge. I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I will be saving up for this badge. This badge is quite honestly the most broken badge of the entire game. And you can see why from just the description. No matter how many attack items you use, your stock stays the same. And that has literally no drawbacks. Like, obviously you won't get like any stat increases or anything like that. But still, just being able to use bros items infinitely is a really, really big help. And it's definitely a reason you probably want to save up for that badge. Aside from that, though, you have a couple of other badges. Most of the badges are kind of upgrades from other badges we've seen. Namely the Experience Badge A and the Coin Badge A. So this greatly increases the XP when you defeat enemies with attack items, which is a little better than the other one we've seen. Coin Badge basically does the same thing too. It's a greater increase. Treasure Badge, defeat enemies with items and get the items they were using. Rough Badge, greatly increase all damage, both given and received. Stomp Badge, increases damage power when jumping on an enemy to initiate battle. Same thing for Pummel, possibly defeat an enemy when initiating battle with a hammer strike. And the One Chance Badge, greatly increase the power of the first attack used in battle. So yeah, there are some very unique badges here, and this is definitely the best one. Like I said, I am going to be trying to save up for this. Honestly, it'll make a lot of things in the future part of the game a lot easier to get through, especially just normal enemy encounters. And especially once we unlock all the bros items too. So we'll definitely be back here to get that badge. But as you can see, we're definitely short some beans, so we'll be back a bit later on. Even if we were to revisit older areas, like areas before we had the ability to get beans, I still feel like that wouldn't be quite enough to get that badge, so not going to really worry about it right now, but we will definitely be back for that later. I have badges, such badges, bring beans, beans! Now is the time when you wait. I have a vision. The castle viewing platform, a new path for you finding. A new path of doom. Okay, so there we go. That is Fawful. For those who didn't quite grasp that, that is Fawful from Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, the previous game in this series, and he was kind of a very, very beloved character in that game. Like, he was a fan favorite character from the get-go, and yeah, they brought him back for a brief little cameo in this game, and well, without giving away too much, he will be back in other Mario and Luigi games too, so we'll have to see how that goes when we get to those games. But yeah, I always like that he did make a comeback here. It does kind of connect the two Mario and Luigi games at this point, and that's why I said that while this game is a sequel, it's not like a direct sequel. It's only a sequel really just because of Fawful and his appearance, because obviously he made it very clear that this happened after the events of Superstar Saga, even though it doesn't really continue much of the plot of Superstar Saga, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and make our way to the next stop on our little adventure here. We're going to be going up to the second floor again, and if you couldn't figure it out from just looking at the map here, we're going to be making our way to that like really huge like spiral, not really spiral, but that zigzag staircase, because that is what we're going to need to use our new ability to progress, basically. We also have some items here too. Got a 1-up mushroom, which is nice. Let's talk to you. If you hit that block, another one will appear on the floor at the top of the stairs. If you hit that block, the door to the observatory will open. At least that's what I heard. The block up there vanishes after a short while, though, which really doesn't help. I've tried to get it before, but it disappears, but I've never made it, not even once. I just can't imagine how anyone is supposed to make it all the way up there in time. Well, thankfully, we do have a new ability that will allow us to do that. So we're going to go to our babies here. I guess we don't want to do that. We want to actually just start off with these guys from the get-go. So we want to hit the block. That'll create a 25-second time limit to make it to the very top of these stairs. So obviously what we need to do is we need to use our new ability to roll on up here, because the ball ability will allow us to go upstairs a lot faster. Now obviously pay attention to the general perspective as you're climbing these stairs, because it can be a little difficult at times to know when exactly you're supposed to turn. But as long as you just kind of at least try to stay consistent, you should be able to make it up here with no problem. I remember during my practice file, like I kept like hitting the wall of the stairs, and as the result, I had to like do this like twice just to get it right, which is kind of annoying. And yeah, let's go ahead and bring our babies back, since there is a warp pipe up here. I debated going back and bringing the babies manually, but I'm like, wait, no, they probably have a pipe up here. So let's not worry about that. So let's very quickly grab these bean spots, and with that, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end this video here. So next time, we're going to jump into this time hole and see where that takes us to a new area. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.